Here in Milwaukee, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Singy today, of course, will be treated to the sausage race and some really good baseball.
Yeah, these fans love their Brewers, and I love the way they run the show here in Milwaukee. I mean, the fans are into it. They bring it just about every home game, and there's a lot of fun tradition carried on in this ballpark, as you mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Getting the nod on the mound, Chad Patrick. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Big-time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And Schwarb strikes out. Take a look at the lineup. And, Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Trey Turner now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Just underway here in Milwaukee. That one lifted to left. Bowers on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. That clips the corner. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Phillies, Jesus Luzardo. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Christian Yelich leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball.
The 1-1. Foul ball there. Fights that one away, still 1-2. close one doesn't get the call. 2-2. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. So the call stands. Still one challenge left for them. Now all even up. And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. These guys can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with his bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of guys squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Batting third.
One down. This is Bryce Terang. Step off throw to first. And he dives back in safely.
Hee-haw!
Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Andrew Vaughn.
Off the plate,
Outside,
ball one.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. That one catches the zone, and it's 2-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball left side. They get the tag on him. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Brandon Marsh.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Ah, that hit him.
That hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Third baseman, Alex Vaughn.
Now a quick throw to first. And he's back in safely. No score here in the second. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a bouncer. Handles, throws to first. One out in the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
Move to second, and he's back in safely. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The Phils looking to strike first here at the top of the second.
That's inside. That's a ball.
One and two here. Good job to fight that one off. That just misses. Now 2 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
No, that's low. Ball.
In the dirt. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Terang in position. And makes the grab. 2 away now.
Batting 7, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here's JT Realmuto. And the slider just misses. Runner at second, 2 down. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Adolis Garcia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-0 down. And that clips the inside corner. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Man on second, 2 down. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at American Family Field, bottom half of inning number 2, Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And that's in for a strike. 0-2 now.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That one hit to right. One up, one down.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 99, Gary Sanchez.
Right through there for a strike. And the sweeper misses. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sits up prior to each pitch.
No, that missed.
Stays alive. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And caught on the warning track.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 10.
You know, it's a good play when we break out StatCast for you, folks. He took a great route and found himself in position to make a nice running catch. Just excellent work.
Yeah, he really showed off his wheels on that play, and I know that always gets you excited, Singy. Exactly 100 feet for that out. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Oh, yeah.
Two down, nobody on. Stop. Throws to first, and that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Milwaukee, new inning getting started. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Long throw to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting 9, the center fielder, number 2, Justin Crawford.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. And another ball. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Top of the third, no score. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hamilton takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for
Well, that was a pitch you got to
designated
crush.
hitter, Kyle
Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on.
No, that's down. Ball.
This one smoked on its way out of here. That one felt good, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Now, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, Batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And foul ball. Two down, bases empty, but one run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
That's a ball.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that extends the inning for Bryce Harper.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
That missed. That's a ball. No, that's outside. Ball.
Turner runs, and that one goes straight to the backstop. All the way up to third here, and that is great hustle.
Well, I think that'll be scored a stolen base and a wild pitch because he already had a great jump over there at first base. And then once he sees the ball get away, he doesn't hesitate at all. Makes it all the way around to third, and that right there is heads-up base running.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 1-0 ball game. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the third baseman, David Hamilton.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see him more aggressive with those pitches.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Nope. Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
one fouled off, 2-2. Pitch misses there,
ball.
and that's ball 3. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and
ball.
it's just foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Yelly stepping into the box now. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1.
Ball.
Swing and a broken bat roller towards third. Over to Stott for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Up next for the
Tough play right there. Didn't really have
The
enough
second
time to set his feet and
baseman,
make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Step off, throw to first.
No.
Yelich dives back in.
Ball inside.
And the 1-0.
Ball.
Luzardo, the pitch. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's the center fielder, Bryce Terang. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
That's the ball.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool-looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's down and away. If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out the Brewers glove logo is an M and a B. Hashtag MLB The Show. Because I guarantee you there are people playing right now that had no idea there was an M and a B in that logo.
That's a great point.
I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
The batter, number 5.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
This is Bryson Stott. Fly to center his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Man at second. Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz slings to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
That's in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Angel Ramirez, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ramirez also throwing. Man on second, 2 down. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-2. In the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 1-0. Bottom 4, here's the Brewers DH, Andrew Vaughn.
Designated hitter, Andrew Vaughn.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Up next for the Brewers, the left fielder, number 9, Jake Bauer.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ball.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Got him swinging. Out. Number 2.
Up next for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 99.
Here is Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ball. Outside.
Two down, nobody on. And foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Swing and a ball line to center. That is the inning. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 1 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at American Family Field. Ready now for the 5th inning. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, and 2 now. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
The 0-1.
That's down. That's a ball.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Garcia aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Gets it to first. What a play.
Up next for
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Back to the top of the order now. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Oh,
No,
he
that
doesn't
missed.
get the
That's the
call. Ball one. In the air, left field, Bowers. On the move. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Chad Patrick gives way, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Angel
Brewers,
Ramirez
number
takes over on the
23,
mound. On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Ball out.
Second and third, one away. And we're at the top of the fifth. Strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him looking.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Here comes the always dangerous Bryce Harper in a big situation. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two on, two outs. And that is out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the fifth. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
There's a strike.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
That's low. That's a ball.
In the air, right field. Garcia under it. And there's one away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Right through there for a strike. Just misses with that one.
Ball.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
High fly ball down the left field line. Out of here. And we have a tie ball game. It's 1-1.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now it's Christian Yelich.
Yeehaw!
One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Popped in the air, left field. And there are 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Rio.
Ball. No, that missed. That's a ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a ground
That's
ball.
foul.
And that's just foul. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. Back here at American Family Field. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. At the plate,
Leading off for
Brandon
the
Marsh.
Phillies, the left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Here we go, Brewers. Here we go. Come on, Brewers.
Close,
That's a
but
ball.
called a ball. And that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Trevor McGill appears to be getting loose. Anderson also getting ready. Next pitch
That's a ball.
misses, and that's ball 2. Ramirez, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. On the ground to the left. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Alex Cole.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished. Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Fouled off left side. Out front, rip foul. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Short hop liner, handled it short. In plenty of time to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Angel Ramirez out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
So
Brewers,
the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Miguel Ramirez. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Bryson Stott will hit next.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Out towards right center field. Terang on the move to the gap. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And that'll do it. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here in Milwaukee, where we go bottom 6. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Terang.
That's in there, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen, Tanner Banks. The lefty looks to be getting himself ready. Keller getting loose as well. Splits the plate, and it's 0-2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jesus Luzardo will depart, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
Jose
Phillies,
Alvarado
number
on the pitch out of the
46,
pen here.
Jose
This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. 1-1 is fouled off. One and two now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one misses. Ball 3. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Stott over to first in time. Fine play in the hole for the out.
The left fielder, number 9, Jake.
Now here's Jake Bauers. High fly ball down the left field line. Marsh moving back. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Brewers go down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. Outside corner, there's a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Bauers settles under it. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that's in the dirt. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stays alive. And that skips in the dirt. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still tied, 1-1. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the seventh, Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers.
Nope, ball.
This one in the air, center field. One down.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, number 10, Sal Freeland.
Oh, yeah.
Close
No,
one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. That one fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time. And any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Next to hit, David Hamilton. And that one is in the dirt. And it's 1-0. Way out front for strike two. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
Let's go, David.
And it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
This one in the air, right field. He's got it, and the inning is over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We go to the eighth. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Fastball for a strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Abner Uribe, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
One-two now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. got him swinging for the strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Just
Outside.
missed.
That's the ball.
It's the 1-0. And that one fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Miguel Ramirez won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Brewers,
change here, Trevor McGill.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Here's Harper now. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Strike 2.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 down, nobody on.
That's the ball.
Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. It's the Phillies 1 and the Brewers 1.
Now pitching for the
Tanner
Brewers,
Banks
number
taking
58,
over on the mound.
Tanner
He's been so good against lefties.
leading off for the Brewers, the catcher, Christian Yelich.
That's outside.
Ball, that's outside.
And that's ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
That's a slider for a strike.
Now pitching for the
Brad
Phillies,
Keller, ready or
number
not,
40,
in the game
Brad
now after the
Keller.
injury.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Here comes the 0-1.
That's
Some
the ball.
bullpen action for Philadelphia. Tim Meza, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. Next offering is outside. Bryce Terang up next for the Brewers. And he walked him. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Real Butte throws not in time. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Ball.
Bounce to the right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to
Next
third.
to the Brewers, the designated hitter, Andrew Vaughn.
Ball one, no strikes.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. It's the Phillies 1 and the Brewers 1. We go to the ninth. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-1. Down the line, and it's foul. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Sets him down looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So the call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Freeland under it. And there's 2 down.
The batter number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. In the air to left center. And it falls. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Ball.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The Phillies with the go-ahead run at first here in the top of the ninth. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And misses inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Struck him out looking.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for the
Back
Phillies,
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Tim Mesa.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Here's the left fielder, Jake Bowers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
On the ground. And foul ball. Swings through that one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Joan Duran, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Kirkering warming up as well. The 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ball 1, no strikes. swing and a miss. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gems before the game is over.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick.
That's the ball.
Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a two-out knock, and that puts the winning run on first.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on a plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boo. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Step off throw to first.
No.
And he dives back in safely. The Brewers with the winning run on at first. Here in the last half of inning number 9. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. A little bit low.
Down,
ball
ball.
1.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Next offering is downstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Next for the Brewers, Joey Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. Just
That
missed.
That's the ball.
Ortiz trying to send this extra innings.
No, that's
When the skipper
inside.
calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Here's a 2-0. And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses. 3-1 now. Christian Yelich in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. Outside ball 4. He walked him, and they are loaded.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Up and in, and it's 1-1. So they're all loaded up. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Got him looking for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers,
back, and here
number
comes the
45,
closer, Abner Uribe. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Adolis Garcia now at the plate, 1 for 3.
Garcia.
Move to second, Real Muto back in there.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Man at second. And that one is inside. One, two now.
That's the ball.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 2, Justin Crawford.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Power relievers, one after another, coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
0-1 down. Just off the inside edge. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second here in extra innings. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Oh, and this one gets away. And he's in to score a wild pitch. They take the lead.
Boog, I got to think he was trying to make the perfect pitch right there with the go-ahead run on third. But this is what can happen when you try to do a little too much with the baseball. That's a brutal way to give him the lead if you're on the mound.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of the 10th. Outside low, full count now. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Exactly what they needed him to deliver there, a quality at bat. Now the pressure's on to find a way to get him home.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He blasted 1 out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And a foul ball. first, and he's back in on a dive. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Here's the Phillies pinch runner, Stuart Baroa. And he'll one.
No,
Action in the pen down there. Coleman Crow, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Sproat also throwing.
No, that missed.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. One out and a runner at second, and here in extra innings. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Into the outfield, base hit. Headed for the plate. And it's a 2-run lead in extra innings. And he'll reach second with one away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Out to short, Ortiz. To first, Turner is out.
Up next to Philadelphia, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Abner Uribe done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Here comes the
Brewers,
new arm for the Brewers, Coleman Crow.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
One.
Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 1.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Joan Duran.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Choria.
Second baseman, Jackson.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. On a bounce right side. Base hit into the outfield. Yelich flies around third. He'll score easily. It's 3-2.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
That's a little bit low. The Phils trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Just missed.
That's up.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Outside, ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
So the tying run at second, and he walked him. And now the winning run is on base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
And that one did find the strike zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. The throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. And again, we are tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joan Duran gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Here's the new
Phillies,
pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kirkering.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
No outs, runner at first. Andrew Vaughn now. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. Kirkering keeping him close. There's a strike. Winning run at first, nobody out. And we're in the last half of the 10th.